heights. Young barracuda watching for them gray whites. Way bright stage lights. They might just take the pipe if I play it right. Aim tight, go bananas, take a bite. Hold the hammers, might take your life in your pajamas. Play it right and take a hike to Alabama. I'm gone. I be in and out the spot. I ain't got no time to talk. Nigga, I'm gone. I be on and off the road. I be living like a boss. Nigga, I'm gone. Shawty do it like a bitch. Knock the pussy out the park. Nigga, I'm gone. We been racing to the money. I been winning from the start. Nigga, I'm gone.
What's up, you guys? I don't think I gave y'all a Jaguar Wright update lately. I have been lacking on the updates. Let me give y'all update. Okay, so hey, phenomenal. All right, so this is what's going on, y'all. All right, so Jaguar Wright was locked up. She was in Texas. Well, no. She was in Louisiana. I think I gave y'all. I think that's where we cut off. But she was in Louisiana. They wanted to extradite her to Texas. She refused to be extradited to Texas. Okay, so then she was like, "Fine, I'll go." So they then took her tail to Texas. All right, so she was sitting in Texas jail. She was talking to Sean Davy-Way, which is one of the creators. That was her friend and was supporting her. No more. Ooh, I'll get to that, y'all. And Official King Payne. So while she was in the Texas facility, she had a bail bond hearing, and she had a bail that was set at like $21,000, and I believe that was that put down to, you could pay with 10%. It was like $2,100. So Official King Payne started a GoFundMe to raise the money to get Jaguar out of jail. And so they raised the money, y'all. They raised the money. However, her court date was either Monday or Tuesday. This Monday coming up or this Tuesday. Now, they raised the money maybe a week or two ago. And so the lawyer was like, it would be smart just to keep her in jail. They had did a competency hearing to see if she was competent to go to trial. Jaguar saw the she saw the doctor, the psychiatrist that was in jail, y'all. And he was like, well, she said that the social worker came into her cell and was like, look, you are not competent to stand trial. So 9 times out of 10, you're either going to be put into a med unit, like, a psychiatric unit in jail. I believe they have one in jail, or she's going to be sent back to one of the hospitals. Probably, I think it's the hospital that her husband put her in, either that one or the one before that. So she was like, no, get me out of here. Meanwhile, Tokyo Tony was like, I can get her out. But then when it was time to get her out, she was like, I ain't getting her out. I don't even know her like that. I don't know her. She hit a Mariah Carey on her. Okay. And so Sean Davy-Way, he was like, well, you know what? I'll do it. I can do it. And plus the money was in the GoFundMe. So he was like, I could use my money to get her out. He said, because we are not broke bitches over here. And I will get her out, and then I'll just take the money from the GoFundMe. So that's what he did. He used his money to get Jag out. It really wasn't his money. He was just, putting the money in that was in the GoFundMe. And he was going to get his money back from the GoFundMe. So the first time they had found a bondsman, people, Tokyo Tony doxed the bondsman by calling his establishment online. Everybody got the number. People started calling the bondsman like, don't do it. Don't bail her out. Don't, she's a flight risk. She'll find a way to run. She is going to hit the ground going. You heard me. And so he was like, you know what? This is too much. I am stressed out. Y'all are stressing me out. I can't do it. He was like, I don't even want to deal with her. He said, find someone else to do it. That's what he said. Okay, so they did. They found someone else to do it. They found, I believe it was a police officer that was a bondsman, and her lawyer bailed her out. So her lawyer bailed her out. They found a sober living / safe house for Jaguar to go in. Okay. So Jaguar got out of jail and went to the sober living. Okay. So she didn't go to the sober living. I was just watching Official King Pain channel. And apparently what had happened was she was on her way to the sober living house, but she wasn't able to get in. Per Official King Pain, per Jag, the Uber dropped her off at a place that was not the right place, and it was across town. And because the sober living is not listed, they had to do a whole rigmarole to get her to the safe house. And because it's a safe house, people go there that are in abusive relationships, people go there that are running from people, running from an abusive situation. It's a life or death situation. And so it's not going to be listed. So she finally gets to the safe house, and per her words, she knocked on the door and they did not answer. Official King Payne said he was perplexed, stunned, bamboozled, and run amok because he said he spoke to them himself and they said they will stay up and wait for Jag. However, Jaguar told him nobody answered the door, and she did not want to keep knocking because she did not want to end up getting shot in a stand your ground state. He said, I don't understand how they didn't open the door when, and he loves the word when. It's like, nah, he didn't understand why they didn't open the door when they said they was going to stay up and wait for her. And I'm here to tell you she lied. It's a big chance that she lied to you and said they didn't open the door, okay, because she wanted to go to a hotel. She likes hotels. So he said he paid $100 and something for her that night to go to a hotel. Okay. And then the next day she went to the sober living / safe house. Now, Jaguar Wright did not have a cellular device. If you remember when she got locked up, she was, she was in the pool. She gave her mom and her son her purse and her belongings and her cellular device and all that good stuff. So she didn't have it. And so from my understanding, because I was speaking to all about, I was speaking all about the trees last night, and I was trying to get, some of the information because I missed all of it, y'all. I went to go see the Little Mermaid with my kids, and I just spent yesterday just chillaxing with the kids, with the family, with my mom. I did a video about the Little Mermaid right before this one. Go check it out. So apparently, from what I could piece together, because my good sis Trees, she be on it. She don't be playing, and she likes the base and facts. What had happened was, it was like a sequence of crazy events. First off, Sean Davy Way paid for her stay at this safe house, and it is $135 a week, but she has a roommate. And when she first got there, she explained to them that she did not want a roommate. She wanted to be by herself, alone. And they said, okay, well, it's going to be a $300 and something. She said, fine, put it on Sean's charge card. Unbeknownst to him, because he had no idea. He was like, what? Okay, so you know what I'm saying? She did that. And so, she got in there. She didn't have a cell phone, and Sean was giving her money, but he was only giving her, he was like breadcrumbing her, and not in a bad way. He was doing it in a good, like you would do, someone who had a drug habit, where you would help them get food or stuff like that. But, you don't give them enough to where as though they can use it and do stuff they don't need to do with it. So she had enough to get food. She had enough, you know what I'm saying, to get her, something to drink, something to eat, but she didn't have enough to buy herself a cellular device. And he was doing that, my guess, because I wasn't in on his station head, was that he did that to make sure that she didn't have enough money to run amok to get a cell phone. So she used the landline at the sober living place to call out, and she used the computer at the sober living place to get online. All right. However, she was still trying to get online because she was talking about I need to get online. I need to do interviews. That's how I make my money. Da 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 da. All right. So he was like, no, you don't. All right. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it led up to her privileges. Okay. No. Yes, I do. All right. So Jaguar Wright. Now, the owner of this safe house is a black woman. I don't know. Let me see. Dealing with a person who gets by on life on the backs of others will always get. Yes, it will. Phenomenal. Yes, it will. So she Jaguar Wright doesn't like being told to do, and she definitely doesn't like being told to do by black women in general, but specifically black women. She does not like getting told what to do. However, the owner of the safe house, and it was the owner, not the director. She inherited it from her dad, from my understanding. She was the owner. It was her house, and she didn't want to be told what to do. So what did Jag do? She started jagging. She started creating division within the house, and she wanted to do certain things that she wasn't allowed to do, and she didn't understand why she wasn't allowed to do it. I don't really know the specifics. And so she started creating division, and she started trying to get the girls to go against the owner. And she was doing what Jag does. We watched her do it here on YouTube. And so what had happened was she ended up getting one girl put out because that girl became so defiant against the owner. And then she came online under the facility. She came on YouTube under the facility's name. It was the actual name. Like, say for instance, the facility's name is Immjuss Safe House. She came online under Immjuss Safe House and trolled content creators. She trolled content creators, and she did it in a way that they knew it was her. Which video? Do I have which video, sis? And she did it in a way that the content creator knew it was her. So now, remember in the beginning of my story, I said this is called a safe house because there are women there that is running from a life and death situation. There are victims of violence. It's not just a sober living. Oh, on YouTube, no. What she did was, she, like, how we talk about her and stuff like that. She went under a content creator's video and she trolled him. And the way she trolled him was that she trolled him in a way that, how she talked. Oh, Gerald, this and Dirty Nikki, how she talked. So she was leaving those kinds of comments under the video, so he would know it's her. But she was doing it while doxing the program because it was under the name of the program. And so her internet privileges were revoked. Now, mind you, she doesn't have a cell phone, and the whole time she's calling Sean and she's complaining about the owner. She's complaining about her, and Sean was like, you got to stop complaining about her. And y'all know how Jag do. She was that whole Bobby and the fentanyl. Y'all know when she sink her daggone teeth into something, she doesn't stop. He said Jaguar is like that bad kid. Yeah, man, always and never stops. But she's dangerous with it. She's dangerous in the sense of she don't care who might get killed behind her actions. Okay, so apparently while she was locked up in this Texas facility, she got a new girlfriend. All right. So she got out. She went to the sober living. Remember, she had to have her own room on Sean's dime. And then when her girlfriend got released, she was put in the same sober living. So now Jaguar girlfriend is in that same sober living with her. and they are now sharing a room. So because her and her girlfriend is sharing a room, Jaguar believes that she should not pay $300 no more. She should only pay $175. And so she just stopped paying, or it was never paid. I don't exactly remember, but it was never paid. So it got so bad, from my understanding, that the owner of the sober living wanted to throw hands with Jag. She really wanted to throw hands with Jag. Sean had to talk the lady into keeping Jaguar there. And while she was there, she was just kicking that lady's back in. So apparently she left. I don't know if that's why in the title I said that she was put out or leaves, because I'm not sure if the lady told her. Oh, and she called the police. She called the police on the lady at the sober living house. And safe house. Now, mind you, when you're at a safe house, a lot of people don't. A lot of people who run safe houses, they don't want the police called there, because a lot of the times, some of the people who are there, they're married to or was in an abusive relationship with a police officer. Okay, so they try to keep them away as much as possible, unless you really have to call them. However, Jaguar Wright decided that she was going to call the police on the sober house lady, have the police come up to the house, and you know what I'm saying? She was really messing up. So then she ends up either leaving or getting put out the safe house. I'm not sure which one. So she called her lawyer and she tried to tell her lawyer what happened. And her lawyer told Sean, well, I'm going to put her in a hotel. Sean was like, don't do that. Don't put Jaguar in a hotel, because if you put her in a hotel, who's going to pay for it? Who? Sean said he's no longer paying for Jaguar Wright anymore. He's no longer helping Jaguar Wright. His wallet is closed. His wallet is closed. He says she was ungrateful. I personally don't think that she was ungrateful. I think that she was being Jag. I think that the person that she was at the end of their friendship is the same person she was at the beginning of their friendship. Me personally, you know, to imply that she's ungrateful means that she would have had to been grateful at one point in time in their friendship, and she was not. She just knew how to mimic the emotions that he needed to see in order to keep doing what she wanted him to do. Okay. So she called her lawyer. Her lawyer was like, I'm going to put her in a hotel. Sean said, I don't know why. Don't do that, because I ain't paying for it. She said, okay, well, I'm going to bring her to my house. Sean said, I wouldn't do that either. This is from my understanding of what went on the Station Head, y'all. And what's crazy? I got the notification to go on Station Head, but like I said, I was spending time with the kids. I went to see Little Mermaid. So, you know what I'm saying? She told the lawyer, I wouldn't do that. He told the lawyer, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Jag, she get mad at you. She'll call CPS. I have an aunt exactly like Jaguar Wright. It's terrible. I do not talk to that woman, and I will never talk to that woman again. So, she was like, oh no, Sean. So the last time anybody said they heard about her, she was sitting at the crispy chicken or the choky chicken. Yes, Station Head is a free app. It's a free app. It was some kind of chicken joint. All right. She was sitting there and making phone calls. Oh, and not only that, but she got in touch with her sister, and her sister don't want nothing to do with her per usual. Mama Wright has her own apartment. She's doing good. She's living it up, and Sam is living with his dad. Everybody is doing good except for her, but she self-sabotages. So I just wanted to give y'all that update. I tried to make it a quick little rundown. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if something else happens out, and her like I said, her court date is next week. I don't know if it's tomorrow or Tuesday. I thought it was the 12th myself, but I don't think she's going to go, y'all. I don't think she's gonna go. I'm gonna be honest with you. Child, y'all, it's crazy. But all right, y'all have a blessed day. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will talk to y'all later. All right.